How's it going? How's it going? This is the first video I've made in a very, very, very long time. Um, I stopped trading for a couple of weeks and then I restarted trading on demo only, not on any prop firm accounts or personal accounts. So right now, so far this week, I've just been trading on demo to get back into the rhythm of things. And I'm trading one contract per account, four accounts. So one micro, which I've never really done that before. I've never traded just one micro account before, and it's about time I did because I think that this is something that's really helping me sizing way down. I can still make money with four accounts with one micro per account, so four micros total per trade. Um, it's still not that hard to run up make or lose hundreds of dollars a day. So, but the thing is that it's just so much more manageable than trying to trade um, larger contract sizes, which I was always did, for like the last year or so. I always traded like 5, 10, 20, and no wonder I was blowing up accounts right and left. I mean, it was just too big, but I thought that's what I needed to do in order to make money, but it turns out that's not really true. So all the people that talk about sizing down all the time, they're right. They really are. Anyway, so yesterday I did pretty good because as you can see yesterday we had, it's a 5 minute chart here, it's a 15 minute chart, 15 second chart. Yesterday's price action was very trendy, and I was able to capture a lot of trades here through these trends, and a lot of them I didn't hold very long, and I could have held a lot longer, but that's okay. I still did like $800 yesterday. Today I just finished 450 bucks. The um, the uh, the price action was really choppy today. Bad news came in around 8:30 right here, hotter than expected inflation numbers, but then it was just like straight chop. Now it's really starting to take off. That's interesting. I had a downward bias and mostly was shorting, but it was very, very choppy. Prices really all of a sudden just jumped 50 points in just the last few seconds. I don't know what's going on. Maybe there's other news coming out or something like that. I don't know. But it's a 10 o'clock hour, and a lot of volume, trending type volume does tend to come in the 10 o'clock hour. So that might be what's going on. But I'm pretty much considering that I'm going to be finished for the day because I did make 450 bucks off about 12 or 13 trades. So I think that's a good place to stop. It's a great place to stop, actually. So that's basically it. Today, basically, what I was looking at was the 1 hour chart quite a bit. I was looking at where the pivots were, where the EMA was, the 9 minute, the 9 period EMA, and I was basically just trading back and forth between pivots and EMAs, which I've kind of marked. Here's some pivots that I marked in green, in blue, in black. All these are pivot lines. When price is really trending here, when it gets up to this pivot line, which was indicated where the body turned over here earlier last night about midnight, I would not be surprised if price hits that line and reverses or wicks up against it. But I'm not, like I said, okay, here it comes right here. Okay, what's happening here? So it's hitting that pivot mark right now, and yeah, it's kind of pulling back a little bit from it, quite a bit. So I mean, that doesn't mean you'd short here. It's just a target. That it's trading today has been very complicated because the normal price action that you use in a trending day versus a range bound day doesn't work. It doesn't work to play short term EMAs like the 1 minute 9 EMA, which is this blue line. Instead, when you have choppy price action, you have to find pivot points. And for example, one thing I did was I was playing this pivot point right here, which is where price had turned on the 1 hour. The bodies had turned, and I was using these RSI, these tops to kind of see that we had a falling relative strength as we were bouncing up off this area. So when we finally on this bounce, when it was only able to get up to VWAP and not up to the RSI, that's when I shorted it. I think that was the last trade I did today, one of the last ones, and I took it down. Nice little distance. So it's kind of like playing like that versus yesterday when you could just take for example, when yesterday I got in at 19,000 when price made a clean break above 19,000 and then came back and back tested the 19,000 level, which I've marked here in green, 19,000, and it back tested the night. It made a clean break above it. It back tested it and the 1 minute 9 EMA at the same time. So I got in right here and I took it up. So that's kind of an example of the kind of trading you can do when you have a strong trend on the day as opposed to choppy range bound action. So anyway, there's just some thoughts and things for the day. Like I said today, I was able to do about $450, and there were some bad trades at the beginning. My first trade, I made a little money, then I lost 3 in a row, and I was down like $200. But I managed to, after that, pretty much everything was either a break even or a winner for the rest of the session. Just scalping out $80, $90, $100, 160, 140, 40. Just scalping them out. Just taking the small wins. The average longest trade time was 4.5 minutes. Average was 1 minute 45 seconds. Average winning trade was $93, and average losing trade was $72. So my win rate was let's see, win rate was 65%, not fantastic. Loss rate 28, and break evens were about 7%. So anyway, that is the and then $450 net profit on the day, even after being down 200. So I felt good about that. So anyway, that's it. The real key here, I think, is the fact that I was only, if you see the quantity here, the quantity column, four contracts every single trade, 4 contracts, and that's on 4 accounts. So basically, it's 1 contract per account. So this is how not to blow up. You just trade really small, and you try to get good entries and scalp out a bunch of wins. I mean, that's basically what I've been trying to do. And since I opened this account 3 days ago, I'm up $1,870 on 3 days worth of trading. So that's not too bad either. And that's mostly because of this, of the small quantities, tight stops, and just trying to let the winners run at least $100 or in that range. Okay, that's all I got for you for now. We'll talk later today.